I noticed something in the life of Joseph. Look in verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream. And what's the next phrase? And he told it to his brethren. Look at me right here. Joseph had a dream. God said, Joseph, I'm going to raise you up. I'm going to put you in charge. And everybody around you is going to be under you and bow down to you. Joseph has this dream. He yawns, he stretches, he jumps out of the bed, he walks to the breakfast table, says, hand me some honeycombs, and by the way, God told me I'm about to be in charge of all of y'all. God showed me in a dream that all of y'all are bowing down to me. All of y'all are going to be subject to me. Mama, daddy, big brother, everybody here is going to come to me, and I'm going to be in charge of everybody. Can I have some more orange juice, please? Well, you can probably guess about how that went over. And they hated him the more. Now, when we find Joseph 4 chapters later, on down the road, and he is sitting on that throne, and he is in that place of power. Here come his brethren. There's a famine. They're starving. Joseph has got the only food supply left in the world. They come into his throne room. They step into his office. Joseph, the Bible says, hid or concealed himself from them, and Joseph allowed God to work in their life until he brought them into a loving place of forgiveness. Then he revealed who he was to them. How many of you know that the old Joseph would have said, "Hi, I knew y'all come crawling in here sooner or later. I told you that it'd be like this." But in those chapters, God was working on Joseph. I'm going to say something right here that if you will listen can change your life. This can change your financial situation. This can change your marital relationship. This can change your outlook with your friends. Listen to me carefully. Some of the things that God has to work on in us is not sin. It is not a matter of corruption. It is not a matter of carnality. It is a matter of character. And it is God not getting the sin out of our life, but simply making us better at who we ought to be. Amen. As God works in his life. Joseph didn't have a problem with wickedness, but he just had some ways that needed some help. A master craftsman will sit down to build a piece of furniture, say a table, and he lays out the frame for that table, and he designs the legs, and he cuts them, and he spins them, and he shapes them, and he attaches them to the frame. He applies the braces and the support, and then he fashions the top of that table, and he lays it in place, and he glues it, and he nails it, and at that point the table is sufficient to hold food. It is able to be set down and ate at. It is sufficient to hold up the weight of supper, but the table is not finished. And so that same craftsman will sand it, and he'll stain it, and he'll varnish it, and he'll oil it until it is complete. And some of us this morning are capable, but God's not finished yet. Yeah. Some of us are sufficient, but God says, oh, you can be so much more. And it's not a matter of sin. It's not a matter of wickedness. It is a matter of our ways and our character being refined by God. And God may not let you into your dream until he is through working on